Welcome to the Krista Escamilla Show.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Krista Escamilla Show. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. I hope all is well in your world and you're enjoying summer and this heat and you're doing some good things with your family this holiday season. I guess it is a holiday for some. You look forward to summer, but this summer season. I'm so excited to introduce you to our guest today because it is one of my favorite topics that we're going to talk about. But first, before we get there and introduce them, I want to thank our sponsors. We cannot thank you enough. Without you, we have no show. So thank you very much to the Preserve at Midland, Rig ID Workwear, the Omni Midland Hotel, Thin FR, Midland Cap Company, the Laughlin Hotel, and JoinCapClub.com. Thank you so much for your support. And as I always say, support local wherever you're at, because when you support local, you're supporting someone's dream. Speaking of local, we are so excited. We have a First Tee West Texas here and joining us today to talk more about it. We have Stevie Young, who is the program director, and Liz McCormick, who is the executive director of First Tee of West Texas. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
This is so exciting. I know for years, those of us in the golf world have wanted a First Tee for so long. We are how many years in now?
Since 2019, so we're going on 7.
7 years. I went like this. 7 years. Don't look at my numbers of math if you're watching on YouTube. 7 years. It is so exciting that we have had this strong program now for 7 years, but it's still growing. It still needs support, and we're going to talk all the things today. But first, I want to hear how both of you got to West Texas.
Well, I'm Liz McCormick. I was born and raised here, and it just drew me back in after school. And since I've been back in Midland, I have worked at the college and quickly got into nonprofits after moving back in 2015. I worked at MCRC for a few years and made some great connections there. Worked under a wonderful mentor of mine who was the development director at that time, and did some independent grant writing. Worked with Bynum School and several other nonprofits in town, and about 3 years ago, this opportunity to came along to work for First Tee, and I had been writing grants for them independently and just jumped on the occasion because this is the coolest nonprofit you can possibly work for.
It really is amazing. You put a golf club in any child that wants to have a golf club.
That's true.
You put one in their hands.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
that's amazing.
Yep.
I love that. Well, thank you for sharing your story. And how did you get here, Stevie? Because when they listen to you, they'll know you're not from West Texas.
Well, kind of, sort of. My accent has changed over the years, obviously. But when I landed here in 95, I came over here on a golf scholarship to Midland College.
Yes.
So did that for 2 years, ended up playing Walker Cup, then turned pro, played a bunch of golf tournaments all over the world for about 10 years, worked at Midland Country Club for 12 years, had to leave that, did a couple other things, and then this opportunity came up for First Tee. Initially it was a lead coach position, but then there was the program director position, and the gentleman I talked to, I was telling them, I was like, I'm not looking for a job. But then when I went out and visited the facility and saw the kids and saw what was going on out there, it clicked.
It's an incredible facility.
It's unbelievable.
And I want to hear all the things on how we got to how we got this facility, because I know having a First Tee has been a dream of so many for so many years, and then for it to come to fruition and happen, it really is wonderful. But let's tell someone who is not familiar with First Tee what exactly it is and why us in the golf world are so excited to have this for kids in West Texas.
Right. Well, it's a international organization at this point. There are in the U.S. alone about 150 chapters all over the U.S. and even globally. In Mexico, you have Australia, South Korea, Japan. They have chapters as well. We're lucky to have one out here in West Texas. We're one of 9 in Texas alone. Such a big state, which is fun because we get together and we just played a Texas Cup tournament with us all together.
Yep.
How fun.
Yes. But it was really a community thing, noticing that there was a gap. There was lack of access for the children to play golf here locally. It's so hard to access a golf course here just because they are so few and far between. And then it's even harder for a kid,
Right.
to truly learn out there. And if you're not part of a country club, where are you going to go play? You can play at your municipal courses. Those are very, very busy. And a kid trying to keep up with the pace of play, are they really going to learn out there the way that they need to be learning? it may take a little longer,
Right.
So first tee was, there were a few visionaries here in our community, board members that have been past and are current, who came together and said that this is something we need to invest in our children. And the land opportunity came up where we were able to establish 6 holes, which we recently expanded to a 9-hole course, which creates a whole lot of opportunities for us to host tournaments and things like this. But yeah, it's been something that a lot of our community believes firmly in, has been standing strongly behind. So
Yes.
we've been here since about 2019, and the past 3 to 4 years we've skyrocketed in our ability to serve kids. Went from about 70 kids, I think, in 2022, and now we're at serving annually over 450 children.
Wow.
So individually, and a lot of those are like repeat. They're coming back season after season. They'll participate in the spring, summer, and fall. So
That is incredible
Yeah.
to see the growth there.
It is.
And you mentioned so many wonderful community members. I know one in particular who is probably the biggest fan of that, Billy Munn.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
Billy has a great story of his own. We need to get him on the podcast
we
one
do.
day.
We do need to get Billy out here.
But just to have that kind of, just vision and leadership, and then to have it come and make it happen, and such
Yes.
a great course. He teamed up with the great Ben Crenshaw,
Yes,
I
he
believe,
did.
to put this course together. I mean, you've been on courses all over the world. This is a great facility.
Yeah, the facilities are first class. I mean, accessibility for golf in Midland in general is pretty low.
Yeah.
I mean, we've lost some courses, of course, everyone's aware of that. But to have a kid-only golf course, and to have a place where any child of any background can come out there, and if it's their first time, it's a $10 drop-in fee or a $1 bucket of balls, very affordable.
Very affordable.
But there's also scholarships available, and there's different things available that people in the community have got it in place. So golf is there, and that's so huge for the game, is to have that. So we are excited that the 9 holes, once we get them, they're gonna have. It's another facet of the facility. The older kids can get back there and play longer holes, more challenging holes. But the original 6 is still there for the complete beginner. They can take their time, and they don't feel rushed. They don't have a group of guys behind them that are telling them, "Hey," screaming at them.
Right.
We don't have that.
Which
So
can
it's-
happen.
Yes, and that puts a lot of people off, and
Yes.
it turns them away from golf. So we don't have that. So it's fantastic.
I
what we
love
have.
that. Well, and I want to say, Stevie, we're lucky to have someone of your caliber too to be in the role that you're in, because you have seen every facet of golf growing up in Scotland. He was just telling me overlooking the North Sea. I mean, wow, how beautiful! And when you think of golf, you often think of Scotland.
Home of golf. It is the home of
That
golf.
is the home of golf.
Yep.
What
Yep.
is it that you love about it for kids? Because of course, our family with all 4 of ours
Yeah.
playing, we've been the biggest fan of it because it teaches you so much about life. But tell us why you think it's so important for kids to get involved in golf at a young age.
Because golf is different from. I know we're doing World Cup right now, frenzy. It's chaos, but it's the biggest sport in the world is soccer. But golf, you govern yourselves, and it's about honesty, integrity. We call penalties on ourselves. Baseball, if they throw a strike and the umpire doesn't call it, the pitcher's not going, no, that was a strike. No. Basketball, you travel, you're not calling it on yourself. You're waiting until someone tells you. Golf's not that way. Golf, if there's a rules infraction, you're calling it on yourself immediately. That is so rare in sports.
That's so true. I never thought about that before.
So
You're
you've
right.
got people coming out there, and they learn this from the get-go, because we're a youth development that uses golf. That's what we are, first tee. So these kids are learning life skills as they play, and they're
Yes.
becoming better individuals. And the parents see it, and we see it. By the end of the sessions, the kid's different.
Yeah.
And we've heard reports from organizations that when they come out and come back, the kids are different when they visited us. And that's a testament to the curriculum and the brand that we have. It's unbelievable. So it's just an amazing place. It really is.
Absolutely. And I'd love to hear, do you have a success story, Liz, where that you've like he just said, that the child is different after golf? Do you have any that you could share with us?
Well, certainly. One of my favorite things to share is every summer we bring in kids from YMCA, Boys and Girls Club, different youth camps, youth serving camps around town, who transport the kids in. We get to do a little camp with them, and then they go back to YMCA. So last year after summer camp, one of the counselors came up to us and said, this has been such an important program and really good for the kids, because every time that they come out and play golf with us, with you at First Tee, they come back and they're with us and they're calmer than I see them any other time during the rest of the week.
I love it.
Which, I mean, the YMCA is amazing. YMCA is amazing, and they host a lot of kids, and it's very high energy,
Yes.
you know, and it's easy to get these kids really, really amped up, and sometimes behaviors come out and things like that. And she said that's just something after they've been on the golf course with you guys for 2 to 3 hours, they come back and they're calm. Maybe they're worn out too because they've been in the sun.
A little bit. But
but the kids feel at the end of the day, they feel a sense of privilege that they've been out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they carry themselves a little bit higher and just feel a little bit more confident. And that's really a lot of what we're doing out there. As Stevie mentioned, we're not just teaching golf. It's a channel through which we're teaching life skills. We're mentoring and character building.
Yes.
And that's our main aim, is to build the character and build up good citizens and people who succeed in the world. And at the end of the day, we're doing it through golf because it's a perfect vehicle to do that.
I love that. I think that's fantastic. And I think you brought up a great point about the peacefulness, that maybe they do walk away with a little bit of peace. There's a mental health aspect that golf is really good for. And there's and besides the physical, you're out walking, you're off your phone, your kids are off their phone for
huge.
4 or 5 hours a day.
It's
And
huge.
yes. And so there are so many benefits. I want to talk about how a child can get involved, and then let's dive into the programs a little bit
Okay,
more.
great.
So,
Yeah.
what is the best way? I know there's a school aspect as well. This is
Yes.
also involved in school. So let's explain both.
So I'll start with the school program. I guess it was probably when we first started in 2019, we were gifted a very large grant to put the school program in all of the MISD elementary schools. And that's a segue into getting them onto the course. So basically, it's an oversized golf kit, a snag kit, we call it, right?
So fun, yes.
Yes, and so they'll do it in their PE class. They'll do it as like a unit, a golf unit, and we'll come into their PE class if the coach wants it and help run a field day and things like this. But it's a way to get them interested, and they know that First Tee is there for them. We do some field trips if they want it as well. So it really is a segue to get them interested in the game, and we make them aware. You know, we have a golf course here in town that is just for you. So we want to bring them out to the golf course and to get them enrolled in these after-school programs and summer programs. That's where the real magic happens.
And which schools are they in right now?
They're in all the elementary schools here in Midland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So that's awesome. And then also we're in half of the ECISD schools as well. We had enough funding to branch into ECISD, work with
Wonderful.
them. Crane County has a kit as well, and we do a summer program in Crane.
But just think, if you donate today and give more, we can get into more schools.
That's right. We have a 10-county service area that's kind of the surrounding counties of Midland and Ector,
Yeah.
where First Tee Nationals kind of granted those as our service area, and we're trying to get on any viable golf course that will have us,
Yes.
where we can get the dedicated volunteers and where we can get the dedicated course time. So
I love that.
yeah, it's awesome.
And
So-
then the age it starts at is 7. It goes
7.
all the way up until you graduate from high school.
Yes,
correct?
indeed. And so from the school programs, we're hoping, like I mentioned, to get them on the course in the green grass programs that are after school and in the summer. And we do online registrations every season. Once you're in the program, your kid gets in the program, you're in it for the rest of, as long as they want to keep playing and coming into programming, they have a spot. And for newcomers, we have a lottery system. It is a very highly sought after program. A lot of kids want to be a part of it. Their parents want them in on it. So we had to create a lottery program for our newbies. But like I mentioned, once you're in, you're in. And we're really big on retaining the kids and them growing with their mentor. And that's another aspect. The coaches that coach with us, they stick around for a long time. They love it. And Stevie can talk a little bit to the coaches training.
Yeah, how does that look? If
Yeah.
someone's listening right now and they're like, "Oh, I want to volunteer. I want to
Yeah, for sure. Basically, coach, you'll be a coach. You won't be a volunteer with us. We want to stress that, off the bat. You will get the training you need. You'll be equipped to get right into being a coach. And we want them to take that title seriously. Because volunteers volunteer. I mean, it's
Right.
great. It's a great thing
Right.
to do, of course. But
You can show up, not
Yeah,
show up, but
yeah.
you want them to show up.
we
and
want them to be
coach
equipped
and be there.
and
Yes.
ready to pour into the kids and use the First Tee style of teaching, the
that.
methods they have in place that's tried and true and it works. So we have we are going through, I'm personally going through the stages of training for first tee. I'm going to level 4 in September I can now train level 1, so I can take our coaches and train them up to be level 1 instead of just entry level coaches.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more
Right.
advanced. So that's going to improve the quality of our teaching across the board.
Absolutely.
And the coaching across the board. And all of our coaches are safe sport trained. They're background checked. So we are very big on that. Obviously, we're dealing with kids, and the
Right.
safety of the kids is what's most important.
Absolutely.
So to be a coach, to come and give your time, one of the perks is if you do one session, which is 12 hours, you then become eligible to come use the facilities as a coach. So you can come hit balls, practice, play. But when you're on site, if a kid needs help, we are going to ask you to go help the kiddo.
Right.
So that's part of it too.
And
So
this is only open, besides the coaches, only open to kids
only open to kids.
that are in the program, and that's it. So think about that with like you mentioned at the top of the show, that the amount of golf courses have been limited here in West Texas. This is giving kids an opportunity to get out there, safe place, someplace where the kids can be a kid and learn and have fun, respect the course, because
Yes,
that's I'm sure
100%.
one of the top rules, right?
Yes.
Respect the course, but they get to do it with other kids and have a good time. To me, that's one of the beauties of golf, and when you watch kids, is the friendships that are made throughout, and so you're giving them the opportunity to also meet some friends with like-minded interests as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that's fantastic. Let's talk about the programs. Once they get in, once they start, what does that look like? What is the hour,
Yeah.
as a parent, you both are parents.
Yeah.
What is the hour commitment as a parent to get them there?
So we run 12-hour sessions, hour and a half per evening. We run
Okay.
them Monday through Thursday. So in the fall is going to open up in July 27th. We'll start taking sign-ups for that.
Okay.
So if you sign up, let's just hypothetically say you're 7 to 9 and you want to come on a Monday evening, it's 5:30 to 7. That would be your slot. So
Okay.
for 8 weeks, you would be 5:30 on a Monday evening. That's your time slot.
Okay.
But if you're older, you're 12 to 13, it could be Wednesday at 6, from 6 to 7:30. And then that would be your slot for the next 8 weeks. And we try to do like six weeks of programming, then we do like an end of season tournament a lot of times, and then we try to do like a parent play day so the parents can come out and enjoy the facilities
I
and see.
love that.
But getting back to your point, it's not just for session kids. Like anyone can come out there, a kid can come out there and do the drop-in fee.
Okay.
Or there's memberships too for the facilities, which is huge.
Yeah.
And it's very affordable. I mean, it's a place that anyone can just come and enjoy. And like you said, if it takes them off their phones. If there's 2 hands on a golf club, there's 0 on a phone. That's my philosophy.
Love that.
So if they're out there hitting a golf ball, they're not on the phone.
They're
And-
not touching their phones. I mean,
No.
we're seeing it all day. They don't have their phones out unless if they're like making a fun video with their friend, right? But
Right,
I mean,
right.
that's part of the fun of it for them, of the social aspect. But
Just don't forget to tag First Tee of West Texas
That's
when
right.
when you
Yes.
post that on TikTok.
exactly, please. Yeah, we'll take those tags.
We'll take them.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, we're open 7 days a week. It's for the kids, and the MISD, Midland, and League golf teams, they use it for practice, and so do all the private schools here in town. And we welcome golf teams from other counties to bring out for a field trip here and there.
I love
And
that.
so it really has become a regional thing. It's new turf for everyone to play on and learn on, and so
Great.
we have widespread visitors from
Yeah.
all over West Texas.
We also, I failed to mention earlier, we also have a tiny tees class that we're starting, which is the little bitty ones.
Oh, how
So
cute.
the ones that are not quite old enough for the 7 to 9,
Right.
we're starting to do as little classes so we can get them in at 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6 years old. So that gets them introduced. 30-minute deal, not long, not super long, but those filled up in a day.
And how
So-
fun is that? I know you got to work with our daughter when she was 5 years old, a
Yep.
long
Yep.
time ago.
Yep.
But to work with those little itty bitties, because they are so just happy to, have something in their club, and they have a lot of energy, right? And they're happy to learn too, something that normally they don't get to touch the golf clubs. Well, out there, yes, they do. They get, and who doesn't love to hit a ball?
Absolutely.
It's the introduction part.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to introduce to them to the game at some point.
Right.
And why not at 3, 4, 5, 6? and
Yes.
it gets them out there, like you said, and gets them excited about it, but not too long to where they get,
Right.
their attention span's less, obviously.
What have you both learned through this process and in these new roles, right? Because how many years now are you going on, Liz?
I'm 3.5
Three
now.
and a half years, and you've taught for many years, but now in this first tee
Yeah,
role,
first tee less than a year.
what have y'all learned through, just this journey of teaching kids and getting them excited about golf?
For me, I didn't grow up golfing. I have a background in nonprofits, and so that's how I came into this role, is mostly as a fundraiser and to run the business. But learning the golf world has been extremely eye-opening and a really cool thing to be a part of. It's like, I don't know if I appreciate it more because it's also new to me, and it's all just like, wow, this really truly is. This creates so many opportunities for children, and as an adult, the connections that you make on the golf course or just by meeting someone and being able to talk about golf and having that connection, it's a very strong bond for people, a great connector.
Absolutely,
So,
it is great sport. And what about you, Stevie? What have you learned?
I had access to a lot of good golf courses because of my abilities to play. So it opened up a lot of doors, like you're aware of. You get invites because you can play to a certain level. This is different. It doesn't matter if you've never played before and you've never held a golf club before, you can come out there. And like Liz talked about the YMCA, there was a girl, I'll just share this. There was a girl come out this year, and she'd just been out of juvie. She'd had a rough time.
Yeah.
And she was sitting on the ground telling me, I can't do this. And she was playing with the grass, and I just sat down and I'm like, what's going on? How did you get in trouble? And she said, I stabbed someone with a pencil. And I'm like, golly, well, tell me why? What happened? Well, she was wearing the same shirt for 2 days in a row. She lived with, I think it was an uncle or aunt, or she jumped around houses, couldn't do laundry.
Yeah.
And she lashed out at this kid. So I was like, let's get up and let's work on it. Let's see. Because you just said you can't.
Yeah.
How about we say we can? So she gets up and she hits this ball and it goes up.
Oh.
And her eyes get huge. And I was like, this is what it's about. This is why we do this.
Yes.
Because otherwise she would never have seen a golf course if it wasn't for YMCA coming out and bringing her out.
Right.
She would never have touched a golf club. And in the end, she was like, how do I come back out here? Now, I don't think she's been back out since, probably because, things at home.
Right.
But that moment captured kind of everything that we stand for.
And I think that's
why
what
we're
it's
there.
about, that you're getting a golf club in the hands of people that normally wouldn't even think about golf, right? I mean, I think of growing up, it wasn't in my wheelhouse either. I didn't really know about it, but once I learned about it and saw it, I thought, what a great sport for life. It really is, and what
Absolutely.
it teaches you
Yeah.
about life.
And we always say this doesn't have to be your number one sport, but please come back and keep learning with us
Yes.
because of the opportunities that it's going to bring you. I want to talk a little bit just briefly about the access and the inclusion portion of, speaking to young ladies like this and families all over town who, may not have see the opportunity, never would have dreamed that they'd be out there on that course. We're making it free for kids who need it, and we are providing them with the golf clubs. And it's a great program. We have an entire storage that just filled with golf clubs that are ready to be used, and their families are taking advantage of it. I love to see it.
Yes.
And then they trade them in when they're ready to age up, So
That's
it's like
fantastic.
it can be free for them if they need it, and that we're all about that. I was like, get the kids who historically have not had that access, give it to them, and let them grow through it. It's such a cool thing to see.
I love that. And we encourage everyone to go online. I have the firsttwesttexas.org pulled up right now. If you have any questions, you can look at their programs, get involved, what to know, shop their store. You can also donate, which
Yes,
we're going to
thank you.
talk about in just a minute because there's a big pro-am coming up that we want you to know about. But first, we're going to take a little break here. I do something called Quote of the Day, and we are going to mix these up, and you guys are going to each pull one out. We're sitting here today in Midland, Texas with Stevie Young, the program director for First Tee West Texas, and Liz McCormick, who is the executive director. All right, let's, one more. Okay, there you go. Pull one out. Okay. Read it, and then Stevie will do yours next.
Okay.
Okay, what card did you get? The
Mine-
happy card.
the happy card.
Yay!
Tell me.
So tell me what does the quote say?
It says, "Life is what we make it. Always has been. Always will be." Grandma Moses.
Oh, what does that mean to you?
You've always got to take everything in stride. It's 5% of what happens to you, 95% of how you react to it and how you handle the situation. And so, yeah, that's how I And it can definitely, you can always twist something that doesn't seem like so great. You can learn and grow from it and find a happy place from
Absolutely. Do you have a favorite quote that you live by?
Gosh, come back to me for that
Okay,
one.
you got it, Stevie. Your turn.
Okay, I won't cheat. Okay.
All
I
right.
got kind.
You got the kind card.
I got the kind card.
Yes.
To handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. Eleanor Roosevelt.
Good quote. What does that mean to you?
I think everything comes from the heart. Like, trust in the Lord with all your heart is one of my favorite scriptures from Proverbs 3:5. So I think everything starts in the heart.
Yeah.
And then it goes to the mind. And I think if you treat people from the heart and treat people like you want to be treated, then I think you're going to create a better society. I really do.
If everybody would just do that, right? It would be better. I love that. Okay, favorite quotes now. Y'all share
Okay,
yours
for
now
me,
with
well,
me.
definitely like be kind always. That's always at the forefront of my mind because you just never know what's someone just had a bad moment and then walked into your office. You've just got to take the time to be kind and be patient. I think being patient is really important too.
I love that. Yes. Stevie, favorite quote?
I don't know if I have a favorite quote.
I loved your favorite Bible verse. That was great.
But I think that I'll use one that came from a member at Midland Country Club. My coworkers will know exactly who this is.
Okay.
But he would always say, "Don't be afraid to be good."
Ooh, that's good.
Really good.
I like that.
Yeah.
That is. Do you want to shout out the member? Or no.
No.
Okay. Whoever you are, you know who you are. That is a good quote. No, I love that. I love that. That is fantastic because sometimes you are afraid, but don't be afraid to be good. Yeah. Just do it. Do the right thing. All right. I love
100%.
that. That is so good. Okay, we're going to talk all things Pro-Am now because you have a big fundraiser coming up and we want the whole golf community to come out for it.
Please do.
Yes. Tell
It's-
us about it.
It's a great opportunity to play one of the best courses in West Texas, Midland Country Club. Ours being the second best for at First Tee West Texas, Philly
Yes.
National. Krista and Al, thank you both so much for co-chairing this event.
Sure, happy to. I feel like I haven't done anything yet except for today.
No,
so hopefully
y'all
we help get the word out.
Definitely, y'all have helped. But our presenting sponsors this year are JMR and Peggy and Timber Floyd. This year, it's going to be bigger and better than we've ever had it before. We've typically just done one wave of a Pro-Am, 3 players and 3 amateur players with 1 pro, 4-man scramble style, and it's been so fun. And it's our 6th year running and gained a lot of good traction. So we decided to take the leap and add in another wave.
Great.
The morning wave will be just a 4 amateur scramble. And then afternoon is the Pro-Am wave. We're adding in a cigar bar happy hour afterwards where we'll have a silent auction and do all the award ceremonies and shout out all of our wonderful sponsors. Lots of great branding opportunities. And we are still looking for sponsors. We have a few slots to fill. Okay. And so if you are interested in getting your name out there in a really big way, at Midland Country Club with a lot of really great operators and service companies out here in Midland, Odessa, this is a great way to do that.
That would be fantastic. And how do they do that? If someone right now is going, yeah, I'll help out, or I want to compete, or I want to join in. How do they do that?
Absolutely. Visit firstteewesttexas.org. Okay. It's the top banner on our website, the 6th annual West Texas Pro-Am, and we have a link where you can find sponsorship options, ticketing options. Our golf teams go live on July 1, so that's for afternoon Pro-Am wave and then morning 4-man scramble. So we have ample tickets available, but they do sell like hotcakes once those individual teams go on sale. So you'll want to get signed on early.
And who are the pros that you're Pro-Amming with?
So it's regional golf pros.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as far as Fort Worth, I believe they're coming from.
Yeah,
San
you'll
Antonio.
have it'll be predominantly North Texas PGA golf pros. That
Okay,
will come
so
in.
teaming up with the
A lot of
NTPGA.
local guys, obviously, from the country clubs here in town, and then you'll have the other guys come in from the surrounding area that come and play. So you'll have some really good talent. Actually, there's a lot of good players around here in the North Texas section. So
There really is.
you will be treated. You really will.
And that is taking place August 3rd.
August 3rd.
Midland Country Club.
That's correct.
Morning and afternoon wave. What else does anyone need to know about it? Just do it. Just sign up.
Yeah, seriously, it's one of the
Call Al. If you
Call
have any
Al.
questions, call Al. He's available all the time to talk golf, no matter when, 24 hours a day.
Yeah, but it truly is a sought after tournament to play in every year, and we're opening up for more teams, and we just hope everybody, joins us and sees what a fun event it is. And it's our annual charity tournament. Really makes a huge difference for us and brings in about a third of our income for the year, which goes to programming, but also upkeeping a 9-hole course. So, which is a huge investment. So it's really important to us, and the community always shows up. So we really appreciate everybody who's been a part of it and will be part of it.
I love that. And I think that's key. If you've been listening today and you're thinking, what a great program, here's a way to help support it. Because I know we live in the most giving community I've ever seen. The philanthropic efforts that happen here are so wonderful and so beautiful. And we appreciate each and every one of you that are able to donate back. This is a great one because it all goes to the kids.
It does.
It's fantastic.
Yep. It is there's
lots of good organizations
Absolutely,
in town,
there is.
100%. But the story I share, that's just one of many kids, and that's where your funds would go, is creating more of these opportunities for us to see and witness an impact that a life could have.
Yes.
So, what better way to spend your money than
Right.
to actually say, okay, I'm willing to do that. Let's go ahead and support First Tee this year.
Absolutely.
And your other ones.
Absolutely.
Go big.
Yeah, go big. Since we have a golf pro on here, I have to ask you, share your best golf tip right now, because there are avid golfers out there that want to get better. Who doesn't want to get better at their golf game, right? I mean, like everybody's raising their hand at home.
Wow.
Best golf tip, Stevie.
Probably the one I would debunk is keep your eye on the ball, because that's not a good one when your momentum is going forward and your eyes are actually trying to look where you're going. So don't do that one.
Okay.
I would say is spend most of your time on the fundamentals. People try to go too technical nowadays, and because the camera or the video or the data or whatever says what it says, keep working on the fundamentals. Your grip, your stance, your alignment, ball position, and nail those down. Know where you play the best from, position-wise. And once you get those down, then you can go to the secondary thing, which is positions. But nail down the fundamentals.
Al always says, go back to the basics.
Stevie's asking what's lowest score.
What's your lowest score ever?
57.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? What does 57? I mean, I've shot 57 on 9, but not 18.
It's been a while, though. I'm not shooting 57 right now.
But
I don't play,
when was it? How did it feel? Tell us all the deets.
Okay. My home course, I'd been trying to beat the course record for a while, and in 97, that was my best year. That was the year that everything was flowing. And I knew walking to the first tee. I knew.
Did you?
Yeah. You get that feeling that
Don't be afraid to be good.
Yeah.
Get out there and go be good.
Yeah. So I did that one, and then had a couple at a 58 at the Quail, the old Quail. It's now redone, so that's toast. But I did a 59 on the Roadrunner. But all those numbers don't mean a whole lot, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that moment with that young girl at first tee. I'd give all of them up for one of those. I really would.
I love
Because
that.
I'm so lucky to have Stevie on my crew.
You
so good.
really are someone that is as passionate about the game and loves the game, but knows what the game is really about. I think is true, because we've always said to our kids, you're not going to remember necessarily the scores, but you know what you're going to remember? You're going to remember the bus rides with your friends. You're going to remember your team. You're going to remember all of the memories that you made together, with either your friends on the course or your teammates going to a tournament, or being out there and just working on improving something that you're working on. That's what you're going to remember, those skills. You're not going to remember necessarily the scores, unless it's a 57. I think I'd remember that one. But it's true, though. It's not about the number.
No.
It's about what you gain and how you grow and who you're becoming
100%.
when you're working on the number.
100%.
Right. I love that. Well, thanks for sharing.
And the relationships you build.
Yeah.
We've seen it. We've seen session kids, and all of a sudden never met each other in their life, and then they show up on a Saturday and they're out there playing together. That's that's cool. And it doesn't matter the backgrounds either. That's what's also really nice about First Tee.
It's a connect. I feel like golf connects people, right? I don't care where we are at in the world. We always end up meeting somebody or talking to someone that has a golf connection. I mean, it is a small golfing world, friends. It really is. And one of our friends, Judy Rankin, who she loves and supports what y'all do. She is just amazing. I love hearing her stories of golf through the years, because she gets it. She's like you, Steve. She just gets gets the game and gets the love of it for all the right reasons.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we had Judy out there 3 weeks ago. She came out to talk to our 7 to 9 class in the last day, and it was such a joy just to listen to her talking to these little kids, and they were all just soaking it in. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
she just really resonates with
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter how old or how young. She always has something that's going to resonate, I feel like to say, because she's just that down to earth person.
Yes.
And she loves the game so much.
I have to open it up to our live studio audience. Al, do you have any questions for our guest today? Our live studio audience of one.
Hey, shh. Hold your applause.
Maybe if we have any, is it too early to have any success stories of people that have gone on to play college or high school?
Okay, yeah, because we're 7 years in now. Do you have any success stories
We
that
have
you want to share?
2 currently that are they're aging out. They're going off to college. 2 local kiddos. Are we allowed to name them?
Well, Austin and Audrey.
Okay.
And
Okay.
There you
they've been
go.
with our program since day one. So they've grown and they've continued to play every year, maybe even not every season. They took a season off or something, but they came back every year and they've stayed invested in the program. And so Audrey's going where?
She's going to Western Texas,
And then
and then Southern Arkansas is where Austin's going.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. I love that. And I met Austin when he was about 5 or 6 on the golf course playing with one of our kiddos. And talk about a kid who has loved the game since day one. I mean, he just made me smile when we were out there. He was 7. Was he 7? Yeah, I think he was about 7 now. I'm thinking about it because it was in an NTPGA tournament. In San Angelo, that's right. And I just remember seeing the joy in his face at age 7. I thought, this is a kid that loves being out here. He's gonna go the distance. And look at him. I'm so excited for him and happy that
Yep.
he is.
He's
gonna
still
go
that
play.
way. He's still that
Is
way.
he? I love that.
I spent 2 days in Fort Worth at the Texas Cup with Audrey and Austin, and he's still the same way.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Still
love
has
it
that
when
fire
they.
for it.
And I think that's important to not lose the joy of the game because that it is just a game, right? When you think about it, where I've seen some, go through it and lose the joy from it. How do you keep it? How do you keep it fun? Because we get asked all the time, how do you
Yeah.
raise golfers? It's like you've got to make it fun. They have to enjoy it.
Yeah. I was actually sharing with my older kids this morning that was the last thing I told them. I was like, never forget that this is a game. I actually can't say the same. Like when I was playing full time and going on, all over the world playing, it became a job. And that's when I lost my flame for it, I guess you would say. I didn't enjoy playing anymore.
Yeah.
And it's sad because it becomes a business almost. But the guys at the top who are grounded like Scotty, guys like that who has his faith, that's what he's grounded in. It's still a game to him.
Yeah.
And the guys who treat it as a game they're going to last longer than the ones who just get caught up in the business side of it.
Yes.
But it is just a game. And it's built to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
So never forget that. I would
love
say.
that.
I don't think there's a quote about that. I've got it top of my head, but yeah, never forget that it's just a game.
I think I don't know. We have about 20 golf quote books around our house, and there are so many great ones, great golf quotes. But I think, and I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember who said it, but it's like golf is the closest thing to the game of life. Who was it? Was it Arnold Palmer? Or was it, I'm thinking Hogan Palmer. And it's so true. It's like when, golf is the closest thing to the game of life. You got to play the ball where it lies. And that's how it is in life, right? And so.
You got to take the good with the bad.
That's right. Ups and downs. There's going to be 85s. There's going to be 105s. There's going to be 57s. It's like.
You have to remind the parents that it's a game too.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Go ahead.
100%.
Remind the parents. Remind them, Stevie.
It's just a game. Yeah.
Al used
And
to
you're
say,
not playing, so. Yeah.
Al used to say, when there's a 10-year-old, they're not giving out scholarships today. Just go play the game and have fun. So, what else is there? Anything else you want to add? No.
I think it's the best thing we have in this community.
It is. I think First
Thank
Tee is.
you.
It really is.
we do too. We love it.
It is such a gem in our community. We encourage everyone to go to firstteewesttexas.org, donate today, sign up for the Pro-Am August 3rd. Before we leave, we're going to do a quick game of favorite things because we always do this with all of our guests because I love to hear your local favorites and we like to shout them out and give some props to favorites. So favorite food place. You're going to go eat somewhere here in West Texas. Where are you going?
Oh my gosh, I'm a health fanatic, and so I love Strawberry Fields.
Oh, I
but
do
I love
too.
any restaurant that has a really good salad that's interesting. And most recently, Georgie's place has that green machine salad. That I
Yes.
love it. It is way good.
It is so good. And Gigi's has they have
They
a really
have a-
good salad.
I love their salads as well.
So many good salads. I love a fellow salad lover. Yes.
Yes.
That's awesome. Favorite food?
Juji's a good one. Most Tuesdays I'm there for breakfast with a couple of guys. Probably Italian, some kind of Italian food. But I'll say it for my kids, Chipotle.
Yes.
Because
And I think should be like the golf sponsor of the world, Chipotle, because every golfer and golf team is like, what are you going to go eat before a tournament or after the tournament?
Nice.
Chipotle.
Chipotle, yeah. It's the one that drains my bank account.
Yes. But fuels you.
Oh, yeah.
But fuels
it
you and get
fuels
all
you.
the protein and carbs you
Yes.
could want.
Chipotle, if you're listening, little
yeah.
first tea sponsor.
They're accepting sponsors. Yes.
Yes, Chipotle, come through.
That would be awesome. Okay, favorite coffee shop?
Far West.
Far West. Oh, you mean this place right here?
Yes.
Insert plug.
We are Far West fam up in here.
Yes.
We love it.
That's awesome.
12 Gate.
12 Gate. Oh, another great
That's a
one.
good
Love
one.
12 Gate.
Reagan,
Maybe
one of the
more love.
baristas there. Ask for Reagan. She's really good.
Okay.
It's Cass's wife.
Awesome.
Cass
I love
Cass
it.
is he volunteers with us.
Oh,
Coaches
that's great.
with us. Sorry.
I love that. They have like a good brown sugar latte there.
Yes, they
Oh,
do. Yeah.
Good. Someone actually shouted out here one day, so I went and tried it, and I was
Nice.
like,
good.
"Yes, it
Yeah.
was so good." Okay, their favorite things. Favorite fun fact about you we would not know by listening to your podcast today or reading your bio.
Well, I am the former Midland soup lady, and so I used to make very large batches of soup and sell it to my neighbors and friends.
Oh my gosh, I wish you still did that. Can you make? I love fresh
Next time
soup.
I make some soup, I'll hook you up.
Okay,
Right.
yes. How exciting! I did not know that.
I love cooking, and soup was like a pretty easy business model, or soup was a very easy business model. So that's where we went. I did that for 2 years while I was
love that.
having babies and still writing some grants right before I started working at First Tea. So
Fantastic. So favorite soup. You got to shout out your favorite soup out of all. of them.
favorite soup's gonna have to be a zuppa Toscana. Yeah,
okay.
with my homemade meatballs.
I love it.
So.
This sounds. Now I'm getting hungry. Okay, sounds good. Favorite.
Fact about me?
Yes. Favorite fun fact. We already disclosed you're 57, so you can't use that one.
Golf wise, it's probably that I've played in 3 majors,
Wow.
two Open championships and 1 PGA. But major
Like the
wise,
Open?
yeah,
The one in Scotland Open.
2 of those, yeah.
The Open. That's
It's been a while.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
But major, yeah, probably just a change. A lot of people who knew me back in my younger days knew I was wild and crazy and stupid. But my faith, coming to my faith and believing in Jesus is the biggest thing in my life. So that's the most major thing. A lot of people don't know because they knew me back then. So
well, I love
it's
that.
front and center.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah,
That is
thank you.
It's a beautiful.
He lives
beautiful
it every
thing.
day.
I love that, and that's why I said the First Tee is lucky to have you there. That is
I'm
fantastic.
blessed to be
because
there
you
for
can
sure.
pour in both ways.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's a nice platform to be on for sure.
All right, favorite song. You're walking up to the First Tee. What's your song that's going on in your head? What's your hype song?
That's changed too over the years. That used to be in the AC/DC realm, but not anymore. It's probably Zach Williams, "Fear's a Liar."
Okay,
hmm
good one.
That would be the go-to now.
Good one. What's your walk-up song?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. It's probably like rap that I'm not supposed to talk about right now because I am a millennial and it is ingrained in me forever to just like blast some rap music every once in a while.
Hey, I get it. I'm an 80s. I like 80s rap. I won't say my favorite 80s rap song either right now.
But we're not doing that at First Tee.
I was like, no,
we're not playing
don't,
rap at First Tee.
No, we're
Yeah,
not. We're not. It's
yeah.
just, growing up with the radio in the background.
Yes.
It never leaves.
Okay. Favorite song you like to listen on repeat then that you can repeat today?
Well, we're fans of Ella Langley at the house right now.
Oh,
Even me, and the
yes.
3 and 4-year-old girls, we love music, and Ella Langley is our girl right now.
And she's coming to Lubbock. So hopefully you can get a ticket or two.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Okay.
Shall I check it out? Yes.
I need to check that out. Absolutely.
All right, let me see. I think that's it. We are coming to the end of our podcast. Is there anything that we did not get to talk about today? We talked about a lot more than you probably thought we were going to talk about. But
Loved every moment of it.
Yeah, it's all good.
anything that we didn't get to talk about that you think is important for all of our community in West Texas to know about the First Tee and what a true gem it is here?
I would just say that it's rare to have a golf course for kids. It truly is a gem. It's a blessing, And, you know, I would just say we should embrace how rare it is and really, really let the kids own it and appreciate it.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Stevie?
I think if you're listening to this and you are stirred up to donate or you're curious, you want to know more, email me, email Liz, call Al, whoever, and we will give you a tour of the facilities to
We want to
show
give you
you.
guys tours.
We'll drive you out there
Absolutely.
and show you the golf course, show you the 3 holes that's being built, show you the facilities, how first class they are, and how much it's going to benefit our community and our youth. So, you know, like the memberships, if you're not quite at the Pro-Am stage, if it's a little higher number, a membership, you know, less than $1,000, and you can make
For a
an
year.
impact on a child's life. So if that's something that you can do, then please reach out. We would love to have them.
Absolutely.
Talk about a tour today.
I love it. Yeah, I was going to say, Al was telling someone today at lunch, you need to go tour the facility. It's
Yes,
amazing.
seriously, we
Yeah.
want to. We would tour all day if we had the opportunity to.
Right.
Because it's such a special place, and you really don't until you're there seeing it. It's really kind of hard to fathom, but it's top notch.
And most of you that have been in West Texas a long time will know that it was the old, it's
Masters.
located where the old Masters was, which was a range that you could go and you could hit balls at. But also, if you're into baseball, it's right next to the Boneyard. So right off of Loop 250 access road, you can't miss it. Big Spring Street, you know, right there. So when you see it and go by, really, if you can, and if you are feeling like giving back today, please just call, email, or stop by, and they would love to show you what a difference it's making in our community and for those kids, because that's what it's about. One more question from our live audience, Al.
I wanted to explain why it's called the Billy.
Oh yeah, yes, we mentioned Billy Munn at the top.
Yep.
Why is it called the Billy?
It's Billy National because this was really truly the course is Billy's vision. Billy had the connection with Ben Crenshaw and the Core and Crenshaw Design Group to make that happen and bring such a special thing to Midland. So that's why we call it the Billy National.
That's why
I
it's
love
called
it.
the Billy.
The Billy National, and Billy played at UT, I believe. Is
He
that
did.
correct? Okay.
Correct.
I was
Yep,
gonna say,
with Ben Crenshaw.
with Ben Crenshaw
Under
and-
Pennick.
yes,
Harvey Pennick.
and he loves to tell a Harvey Pennick story.
He
and,
does.
Yes.
Yeah.
and he, you know what else he loves? He loves to see the kids out there and give them a little tip here and there, like, hey, do this, try this, and
Yep.
how, to get to learn from legends, I think is amazing. And so when that opportunity arises, take whatever he says and listen.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to help you with your grip.
Yeah,
I
grip.
can guarantee
Yes,
it.
I have heard him tell a grip story or two.
Yep,
You are correct.
absolutely. And you know what? It makes a true difference.
It really
So,
does.
Only part of your body that touches the club, so
I never
Pretty
thought
important.
about it that way.
Yeah.
You're
Pretty-
right.
pretty
That is
important.
why the grip is so important.
basics, Al.
Yep, basics. I'll always say, go back to the basics.
Yeah.
Go back to the basics, especially, yeah. I don't even want to say why. I mean, like what my ball does. I'm like, why is it going over there? He's like, go back to the basics. Just go back. Well, thank you so much. It has been
Thank
a
you.
joy to talk to you today, to learn more about you, both of you personally and professionally, and for what you're doing for the kids of West Texas. So
Krista,
thank you so much. If you would like more information, I'm going to give it one more time. Go to firsttwesttexas.org. You will see a great website there. You can learn more about it. You can donate. You can sign up for the Pro-Am. But most importantly, we just wanted everyone to know how important this is to our community and why we're so lucky to have a First Tee here in West Texas. So thank you for your time today listening. Thank you both. We appreciate you, what you're doing for our community, and thank our sponsors. We appreciate you for giving to our show so that we can share the amazing stories of West Texans, because I just love to share good news, and that's what this platform is all about, and we appreciate you pouring into us. So let me shout them out one more time. Rig ID Workwear, Omni Midland Hotel, The Preserve at Midland, Thin FR, Midland Cap Company, JointCapClub.com, and the Laughlin Hotel. Thank you, West Texas. Okay, that's it for now. Don't forget my mottos, which are, you've been seeing it all day right here if you're watching on YouTube. Dream big, believe, and never give up. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. You make it a great day.